All right, today we are talking about the things that you want to ensure are in place in order to have a sustainable and long-term hypnosis business. And this is something that a lot of hypnotherapists avoid or don't really focus on. And for some people, they can get away with it, but at the same time, this is actually what protects you, especially in the future, and especially if you receive clients who, let's just say, are not the best clients and are difficult. So, this is getting a solid contract in place. Now, we are worldwide, and wherever you are from, abide by the laws of your country, your insurance. So, but make sure that this is in place. And I always tell my students to make sure they consult with a contract lawyer to ensure that their ass is covered, because you don't want a headache like this to come back to you years, right? Or even immediately. So you want a solid contract in place. And within that contract, the things that you want are number one, the actual deliverables, right? What is the client getting from you? What is the expected outcome of the session? And this is where a lot of people really, and including me, okay, at the beginning, they struggle with. You want to ensure that there is a tangible result that you can deliver within the time frame that you and your client had to set yourself up for whenever your discovery call or strategy call happened. So for my students, because we charge for the overall transformation, if I have a client who, or if I have a student who is in the stop smoking niche, and I do, he's in the stop smoking niche. So one of the things that are going to be there is stop smoking cigarettes, right? That is one of the things. And depending on the other things that they talked about in the strategy call, you can put that there too, like a very tangible thing. So let's talk about something that is non-tangible and you definitely want to avoid. You want to avoid saying things like a life change, a transformational life change in your contract, because what the fuck does that mean? Right? Way to set yourself up to have a client forever. Please avoid doing that. What is the actual transformation A to B, right? You want to think about that. So if it's not something overly tangible like stop smoking, maybe it is, self-love, for example. What does that look like for your client? So you got to ask your client what that looks like for them. Just saying self-love inside your session can really set you up again for clients in the future forever, right? Because what does that mean? Like technically we could get better at loving ourselves every day, right? So you're going to have this client forever and ever. Like what is it? What is it? What are they experiencing in their life right now that is the opposite of self-love, and what would they like, right? And so for example, I'll just give a random example here. Maybe it is someone who says that they want to love themselves, but they haven't been taking care of themselves, and they want to start walking every day. So that is what you want to put in your contract, right? Client is now has a routine of daily walks, right? Like that, the tangible things like that, so that at the end of your contract, whatever that time period is, you reassess with your client and your client says, yes, yes, thank you so much. I have been walking every day and I absolutely love it. You can see that the results that they came to you for are have actually showed up, right? And they can see it. They can see the transformation. So make sure this is the most important one. And this is actually the only one I want to talk about here today, because this is something that is missed a lot. Because if you just do the wishy-washy, fluffy self-love, again, someone can look at that with a very legal mind and a very technical mind like me and be like, so I'm going to work with you forever until I reach what type of self-love, right? So definitely this is something that you want to think about. and make sure it is in your contract. And this is again one of the things that will make your business, hypnotherapy business, stable and sustainable in the long term, because you're very, very specific. And also when you talk about your services and your testimonials to the public, it's going to stand out more, because it's not just going to be reviews like, I really liked Fritz. She was nice. She made me feel relaxed. Like that is like wishy-washy fluff, right? Nice. It's good, but not as good as your client saying, oh my God, I came to you because I completely neglected my self-care. I didn't love myself. But after our sessions, I started to walk every day. Not only am I walking every day now, I've lost this amount of weight and I feel so good in my skin. I like the person who is staring at me in the mirror, and I'm so proud of my body and what it can do for me. Meanwhile, before, I absolutely hated my body. Like what? Like that is such a more powerful transformation as well. And it makes you feel good about yourself as a therapist, right? And so getting this not only will help you in the long term for legality purposes, but also it helps you with your own confidence and helps your clients better so that they can actually see the progress that they're making from the work with you.